Okay, the government, and I hate to say it to start off like this or whatnot. Um, there's different people working for the government. It's people like us too. So that's why I'm not even gonna hesitate on all of that extra stuff. Not the negative side, no, the positive side. Okay, I'm hearing that they're getting ready. I'm pretty sure you've heard about it too, but they're getting ready to turn off the internet. There'll be no computer. There'll be no going on your phone to check Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. There, I'm hearing that, and I'm trying to put two and two together because we're all being quarantined, which means stay inside and protect yourself from harmful bacteria or anything that can affect you or someone else. And I'm trying to figure out, now they're coming out with the restriction of social media and what we are going to do without it, or they're trying to manage our actions. They're trying to control the people who cannot live a, I guess, prosperous lifestyle, um, because they figure that some people have, and remember, they're saying that this is like a test and that, something that is controlled or something that the COVID-19 thing is something just to set us to the side to think one thing when really it's for them to push a certain agenda to get everyone to do one thing. There's a lot of people in the world, and the crimes are getting greater and greater. So they're figuring out a way to put people on curfew, restrict people from using things like they've used to been doing. They basically put us all on punishment so that we can think for ourselves and not use other people or be beside two people, three people every single day, and focus on our own selves and our own power to see what we're able to do without the system putting them in this magical loophole that they've been in for a long time and never got a chance to really step out into their own way of thinking or something. It's something like that. Um, but there's a reason why they're getting ready to. I'm not sure if they're going to cut out all electricity. Not electricity, but I'm talking about like just to be able to get on Instagram or Twitter, Facebook. Are they going to cut out social media at a certain time and let that be only at 6 o'clock? And that's it. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, to me, they try to say the electronics and the phones and the things on the internet is kind of like stopping us from doing more for ourselves in a healthier way versus using the technology and being stuck on there like a video game, or just being stuck on there like a really addicted to one thing. Like, I think they're trying to get us to focus on what's going on and what's happening more than us blaming the government for everything, because it's almost like we do blame the government for a lot of things, but then they also blame us for a lot of things, and their ways and loopholes to get to the top, but everyone doesn't know that answer. So they want everyone to be on the same page, so no one can be on this, you owe me this and you owe me that. But the people who've never had anything are almost like, well, how can you say we stole when you stole from us and you got what we have and boom. And then you got to realize the government is like, well, you can say what you want to say, but we are living in a new age, in a new era, And government will always be here, and that's not going to change. So you got one choice or the other. It's like that. So I don't know any other solution other than to use your common sense and don't freak out and go overboard once you figure out that YouTube is down, Twitter is down, Instagram is down, Facebook is down, TikTok is down. But at least they're letting y'all get to it at a certain daytime. But why are all the internet and everything like that cutting off at a certain time? What does the coronavirus have anything to do with your internet being on, with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram? It's almost like they're pushing an agenda for y'all to start waking up and knowing that, oh, this is a way to get everybody's attention, and now, there's going to be a lot of crime, and now some people are saying there's not going to be really no crime. They're watching. I saw President Donald Trump on Fox 8 Breaking News, and Donald Trump said that this is a way to determine that we will no longer have crime, as much crime as we did during this quarantine. So he's found a way to get everyone shook and scared to be in a house, and now that's cut back crime, because if people spent more time outside, they will commit as much trouble. But when they're in the house, then they don't commit as much. So he knew what was going on. So it's almost like they're getting ready to wake us all up and let us get used to doing this. So they're going to punish us for a year, because you got one thing. They gave us a test to see how we will all act in 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, they're going to give us a month, and then 2 to 3 more months. And now they're pushing it to the end of the year to see how good we can all act and be if we all stayed 6 feet from everybody, stayed to ourselves, watched what we were doing, and ate the right foods, and go to work, come home, stop doing all the going over here and going over there. It's almost like they want us to be structured, orderly, know how to carry ourselves, know how to respect ourselves and other people by washing your hands, wiping down, keeping your area clean, so your energy and stuff won't be out. It's like they're training us that. So the quarantine is almost like they're doing it for control, like they've always been doing. So I don't know. But if they do turn social media off, at least you'll have it for some part of the day. But now you have to worry about your information being out there, and I'm not even going to speak on it. I'm not going to speak on it, because some people know that when they call on God, then that's their help. If the God is your main source of protection, then you should not worry. Older people like to say fret. That's another way of saying worry about something that is negative and not really positive and uplifting all the time. So they're gonna cut. That's if they do. I hope they don't. Because who wants? That is a time for you to, think, watch television the old-fashioned way, or go back to no electronics. But it's really funny, because they're thinking about testing us and taking away the internet and the flat screen TVs that do the same thing as computers or your phone and other things, so we can all be on the same page, because it's moving too fast. Everything is so fast, and some people are getting frustrated, so they're committing a lot more crime because of that. But if everyone can have restrictions and limit access to certain things to get people to be quiet and have order and go one place and back and not be running around, then they have successfully created a controlled system that will give us more ability to follow their orders. Just saying.